Well, if you're gonna go live, dude, that's completely fine, dude. I told you
bro.
we should go live.
We're live, and we are
All right,
live.
dude. All right, we're live now. Everyone,
All
please
right,
tell
calm
us
down.
we're
We're live,
live,
dude.
because
Relax. We can deal with it later. We can handle the issue later.
no,
We're
dude, you
live.
said you didn't want to go live, and I'm saying we should go live.
No, no, we're
Are we
live. I think we're
live?
live. Can we double check everybody that we're live? Are we live?
Please,
This thing live.
anyone? We have one viewer. All right, shut her down. That was a good run.
We had a good run, folks or folk. Welcome back
Singular folk
to
talking to
another
you.
exciting adventure of Joker Hour, where we discuss hobby topics that affect you in a real way. I'm your co-host, Nestor, here as always with my hobby gimp. What's your name again?
Nobody knows my name. You are carrying the pod all night long. I'm going to sit here in this little chair and be quiet. I'm going to shut my own self down. How about that?
Perfect, perfect. Like to welcome everybody in. Everybody strap up, buckle up. We have a bunch of topics that Jake Smith came up with that I have not vetted. I don't know where this could possibly go. So we're in this together. And if anything, we can probably just share it down. So
Yeah, we
let's
don't
do
want to
it.
talk about any of these topics, dude. You always ask for a topic list, and I provide. And you know what he sends back to me, folks? A little yawn emoji every time. But no, let him carry. He's carrying the pod. We're gonna let him carry. He's full Japanese cards. Doesn't care about English. Hates our language. I don't even know why he's in the United States.
Whoa,
Doesn't even
relax.
want the real language on his cards. Okay, you
We'll
heard it here
settle it
first.
after, dude. We'll settle it after, dude. We're on live. First of all, I love English. It's a great language. It allows you to express yourself. Also love the flag. I love my rocks. I love
Mm-hmm.
my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I love my gun.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we have an issue on most topics. The only thing that I don't like is English on my Pokemon cards. Is the thing.
That's where you
I
lost
don't.
me. Losing
It's
me.
not. It's a reprint. Look at me over
Mm-hmm.
here. Dust boy. It's a light. Look. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reprint, dude.
It's not.
It's
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 not.
not it's not the original. Why
Bop,
wouldn't you
bop, bop.
collect? No, no, no. You see, this is the thing, chat. This is the thing. People don't want to admit the truth. It's the reprint.
It's not. It's the
It's
first. It's the first of English. It's not a reprint.
okay, but do you like the Taiwanese version or the Portuguese version or this or the
Nope, reprint. Not
so that's
English.
a but that's a reprint, but English is not a reprint.
No, English is not a reprint. English. That's what the country of Japan made these cards for. It's English. Case closed. Which is why I am full English Pokemon now. And every single company made in the USA, I'm a huge supporter of. Graded guard, what's it called? The little thing that you put the card in that's also another piece of plastic.
Oh, Phantom
Uh,
displays.
Phantom display, big fan, big fan.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
yeah, any way I can possibly display my English cards, I'm a big fan of. So I'm full English gang now. I've come to the light. I do actually really do enjoy reading my cards. And if I keep telling myself it's first, it's first. So we're in there. We are ripping, folks. We're booming. If we keep
Yeah,
saying boom, I think the algo will catch on. Surging Sparks, boom,
I
151.
think chat. If you have a good question in the chat, go ahead and throw it in there now, because I don't know how much longer of this I can endure. So if you really need your question answered, please throw it in the chat. Hit the like button, and make fun of this man. I mean, the background is pretty nice. It's making me feel free. Um,
I've never felt
how
freer now that I'm admitting what is the best. So
before we get into all these pointless topics that we have for y'all, Jake Smith, how are you? How's life, with you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hmm.
I texted my ex today,
Oh,
um,
healthy.
little Miss Becky,
Oh,
and
oh,
she
that
was
one.
like, "Hey,
That X.
maybe send me some cards. Maybe I'll give you some BL." And I was like,
Mm,
I haven't had some BL in a little while.
been a minute.
Maybe I send some cards your way, little darling. And
Hmm.
yeah, I think as of now, I'm sending like 30 cards, hoping for some BL, but you know how that goes, folks. You know how that goes.
Damn, you
I think
sent
she is
30 cards
talking
to
to other
Beckett?
people. Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
6 of
insane,
them are
dude.
at a higher tier too.
Are you a pillar?
Not going to go well. I already feel it in my gut.
No.
It's, you know, it's mostly
Or
English
no,
too.
but it might go
I'm
well.
crazy.
That's
I'm
the thing.
crazy.
It might go well. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about Beckett, dude. You wanted to gamble. You sent it. Good luck. I hope you hit.
Thanks. Thanks. I
Yeah.
hope I BL too, but it's been a while, dude. I can't remember the last time I BL'd. It had to have been like a year ago plus at least.
But why do you need a
I mean,
BL for, bro? We got the boom. We're booming.
yeah. What do you think's going to boom the most? Some
Um,
PSA or some BL?
I mean, Black Label always gonna boom, but like, okay, let's talk about this boom since we have the thumbnail. What's up with what's your thoughts on this boom?
I think it's still a little early to call it a boom, but there's definitely some like when we were booming, everyone
Hmm.
was kind of on the same page. Like everyone was going to Target because you could buy Vivid Voltage and flip it for 3x. Everyone was doing just full send modern. There was nothing on the shelves. And I feel like we're at the start of that in a way because the way Surging Sparks is selling right now is absolutely redonkulous. Like it's off the charts. There's Pokemon Center ETBs, multiple sold today for 160 each. And just yesterday, those were available on Pokemon Center for $60 each. So, how do you explain that other than everyone is just full group thought buying into this set? Relentless. Pikachu.
Yeah. I thought you made a good point the other day about how the boom kind of happened exactly when GameStop opened its doors to like all the, I guess, casuals, which
Mm.
I thought that was a cool point. Like I didn't hear anybody else make that point because the last time we had a boom, the PSA pipeline was clogged up by all the binders that hit, um, the company. So maybe they received a bunch of submissions through this GameStop shit. Like everyone just brought in. I mean, we don't know. I mean, GameStop's a huge company, right? So
Yeah, and like
so
I don't know if GameStop gets I'm sure they get some sort of like massive rate cut or some sort of a rate cut. It might not be massive, maybe it's $2 or $3. But yeah, I mean, I was just gonna check. I think I have, yeah, I still have a September special. It finally hit assembly, and I sent that early September. So like I'm nearing 2 months, and like that hasn't happened. I honestly can't remember the last time a PSA sub took 2 months. Was it like 2 years ago, maybe? Um,
it's been a while, bro.
so it's like I've been seeing a bunch of people posting about it too, like PSA, how long does it take to grade cards? PSA, get your shit together. PSA, it's like people aren't seeing that literally anyone can grade with PSA now without a membership. Like a lot of people just were going through other people because it costs $100 up front to get the special and everything, and now you can just walk into your GameStop, hand off cards, do no work, and get them back. So I feel like whenever GameStop started doing that, PSA is getting it's like the same thing in 2020 again. There's a bunch of people that don't know how to grade that are just going to try it because they have great GameStop credit. They have, little extra. Maybe they've just been waiting forever to grade their childhood cards, and finally they can just do it easily without even going online. And it's being advertised everywhere by GameStop. What do they have? Like 3,000 plus stores. So there's so many casuals that are just going there buying Pokemon packs And I mean, I even see people going to GameStop and ripping boxes in the shop. So if that's happening, there's definitely people ripping boxes and just handing their cards to GameStop and be like, hey, can you grade these too? I just traded in some Xbox games. Can you use that credit to grade these cards? So it's like if that's happening all across the US, like we're all like as like people running businesses, I think we're gonna start potentially having to pay up to get the cards back at a rate that we're used to, or we're just gonna have to start waiting much longer. But I don't know.
Well, it could just be you know, a short-term supply squeeze too, right? Like what you always tell me, like maybe it's not that the Charizard is really worth 600, it's that at the current price point, there was way too much demand for the supply because maybe there's a backlog, maybe PSA is taking a little longer. Like PSA is really the like what controls this hobby. I mean, if they're not grading, everything goes up, right? Because there's
Yeah.
still supply for it. And if PSA decides not to grade next set, that suddenly becomes the most printy set of all time. You get me? Like
Yeah.
even if it's shitty, it's like there's still a couple 100,000 people that want every card in a 10 and they will have it. And it is just like so the demand is insane, man. It doesn't cease to amaze me. But yeah, I thought that was a good point. I mean, we're reaching here, guys, obviously, but it is it is I mean, it is taking longer and they
Well,
probably did
it
receive
just
a bunch
makes
of cards.
sense too. Like the last time, like we got screwed sending 151 Japanese to CGC when it came out because like we're like, oh yeah, CGC getting back, less than a month. Let's send a bunch of the cheaper stuff to CGC and hope we pristine and all this stuff. And it took like I think our sub took like 2.5 months to get back. And that was just because Omega just signed their deal for the Omega bags and they just sent 400,000 cards. We're like,
Mhm.
why is it taking so long? And it's like, well, and it's
You
like
gotta
this the
wait.
same thing. I think the same thing is happening with PSA right now. It's like, why are my grades taking so long? It's like, well, there's thousands of people across the US that are now grading 20 cards each at their local GameStop. It's of course it's going to take longer. Like that level of uh, business is a lot to get through. Um, I mean, I was
Well,
even thinking of dropping off cards at GameStop just so I don't have to like do any work, and pretty sure they cover shipping both ways or something crazy. So it's like with them charging $16, I'm getting charged what 14, $2 a card to not do any work and potentially not pay for shipping. I can't remember if that's true or not, but pretty sure they cover return shipping or something.
yeah, I mean, it's like
Um,
it's my new thing about the hobby is do you own a calculator? It's really what the hobby is. Like I was watching the Dan stream. I mean, I know, Chad, I'm down bad, but anyway, I was watching it, and Dan said something like he can't beat, or I forgot exactly. Sorry, sorry. So he said he was paying his streamers well, and
mhm.
I thought Dan would probably pay well, and you know, I'm sure PK and Pong are happy, you know, with what they're getting. But it also has to be a number where Dan's making money, right? Or at least he's getting rid of stuff that he wants to get rid of, right? So just to give a little context, right? Like Dan is planning on selling a lot of his PSA nines, his graded failures, let's say, and selling them on live stream, which is a great idea because if you can get your money back immediately, then you're printing, right? Just an opportunity cost and all that. So I was thinking like at some point Dan had to use a calculator and figure out like, yeah, I can pay these guys a salary that they can feel comfortable, you know, calling this their solid part-time. And maybe I'm not making the most that everyone's making on a PSA 9, but maybe he's making $1 and he's keeping it pushing. And maybe he just worked it out and he said, you know what? If I can move this at a certain speed, it's just worth the salary of these employees, and anything else is just extra.
Yep.
Um, a lot of this shit is math, and it comes down to utilizing a calculator. Um, and that goes right into our sponsored plug. Actually, it's not sponsored. We still have yet to receive the dollar.
Mhm.
Um, CNG Emporium. Do the math. Just do the math.
Just
When you
work
do
it
the
out.
math, work it out. Don't do it in your head. Use a calculator, and you'll see you net more money and do Faco.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I was doing the math the other day, dude. Just me doing the math, and I did auction recently with ZNG. And sure, a lot of cards went under $100, and I have to pay $5 for when a card does that. But he gives me 3% better than me selling on my own eBay. And I was comparing similar auctions to when I ran an auction block 2 weeks ago on my own page, and every single card got 3 times the amount of viewers. And also, so basically, I'm paying net out the extra 3%. I'm basically paying him $2 a card for like extra of like what I would have netted to not have to do any work on 100 slabs. I don't even want to think how long it would take for me to list 100 slabs. Plus, I get 3 times the viewership, and that's just a little bit of math for y'all. I don't want to bore anyone with all this math, but it's pretty simple when you do the
Yeah,
math.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so that's good. So we got that out the way, thank God. Jake Smith, are you okay, bro? Because you're tying up a significant amount of money collecting Alakazams. I'm trying to figure out if you're good, bro, because it's a lot. We're getting into the almost well, over 4 digits now
Mm-hmm.
in Alakazam with spoons. Are you good, bro?
Well, I was going real deep into thinking about is Alakazam hard to get in the games? Is that is that a thing?
Yeah, because you have to trade into it.
Okay.
It's difficult. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm all in. So
Yeah, it sounds
that's
good.
the end. But yeah, I know I now have 2 unlimited XY Alakazams. 20% of the pop. Relax, everyone. I know I'm super cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just never see them, so I'm picking them up, and there's probably gonna be one on ZNG near you. But I don't know, dude. I just see an opportunity, and I think people will want that card. I could be completely dusted because it's not a Chari, but you know, you know
You're
how it
complete.
is.
You're completely dusted because it's not a chart.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate every single one of you little resellers. We got some love here. Sard Lurking says, "I love you, Bierski." Okay,
Mm-mm.
agree to disagree. Brody Play
Whoa,
says,
relax.
"Ever since the 12.99 special, things have been a little slower." That's what I'm saying, dude. PSA is the arteries of the hobby. If they're clogged up, the hobby cannot live. And CGC is like like the adrenaline shot they give you when you're in the ambulance. Um, I gotta work on that one.
Yeah, I lost you there.
Same. All right, let's keep it push. I have a hot take, Jake Smith. I have a hot take.
Tell me that hot take. I'll try to cool you off.
I think if you have a binder with cards, that's you're slowly drifting out the hobby. But let me roll it back a little bit. If you used to collect slabs
Mm.
and you were a diva with the elitism, and now you sold your slabs and you're coping. Well, I'm gonna just do a binder, and it's like cope. I think you're on your way out.
Hmm. How many
Now,
binders do you have?
I only have 3. Hear me
Okay,
out. Hear me
gotcha.
out. If you only collect PSA 10s or PSA 9s, God bless you, that's fine. But if you sold all your slabs and you told yourself, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna collect binders," consult a therapist immediately.
Hmm.
Hot take.
That is pretty spicy. Because when you originally threw this idea out, I was thinking if you're collecting binders, you're becoming more in. Because, like,
Mm-mm.
to me, a binder collector is someone who actually values just the card and not anything about the condition, or at least displaying the condition. So doesn't that mean you're like closer to the hobby? But also, when you put it
That
in the
sounds like
way where
hope.
you used to be full send on tens, you sell all those and then bindy. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably gonna need to see a therapist.
I think it's therapy time.
It's
Um,
it's not it's mainly though I would say therapy because you don't know what you want or maybe what you're like, and maybe it's good to talk that out with somebody. Maybe
Yeah. Not us. Somebody else.
figure it out. Yeah.
So you checked out this Pokemon Prison Pocket thing that they put out. It's you put the Pokeballs in your pocket.
Mm. I actually downloaded that app
Oh, you
because
downloaded the Prison Pocket
yeah,
monster?
when I heard I could use my own Pokeballs and put them straight in my pocket and store a bunch of Pokemon in my
Mm-hmm.
pocket, I was sold.
Oh, did
I
you get the?
was in there.
Oh, you were in there. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie. This is a combination of like four segments. This is wild speculation and triggers because I I kind of like it, dude.
Mm.
I'm sorry,
You
chat.
like
It's the
that
one.
pocket, dude?
It's kind of bringing me back into the hobby. I promise, dude. Because look at this
Mm.
art. Like, chat.
What is
I
that
mean,
Mew, dude?
like, dude.
I'd flip
Huh?
that. I'd put that in my pocket.
Put this in your pocket. Take it to the chow hall, dude. Trade it for some cigarettes. I promise.
Come on.
Let's go back to the juice, dude. Look at this beanie.
Ooh, I
Hey
haven't even
man,
seen that
you
beanie.
brother. Look at the look at the juice. What are we doing, chat? Are we live?
Jeez.
Dude, this is juice, but it's exclusive to the Pocket app. But still though,
I mean, what if they release these in promo runs or something for the game, or we need this physical, dude.
bro, this is
Can we get physical with these pockets, dude?
oh dude, Greenie's little nuts. Greenie, subscribe right now. I
Ooh,
promise,
good
dude.
night, little greens.
That's nice. Yeah,
Bro,
this is out of control, dude. Look
I'm
at
sure
this.
he wishes there was a Yu-Gi-Oh pocket, but he's just gonna have to deal with some Pokey pocket, dude.
Oh wait, this chat. You have a good point. This is also English. So,
See, the company knows what's the right
bro, look
language.
at this Needle Queen, dude. I promise. This is it right here, dude.
Yep. Look how
Jeez.
sleek they are. Unreal.
That is awesome. Yeah, apparently Pokemon just has like infinite good art, and they're like, we'll give you 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Pokemon, can we stop with these like I get it, you gotta play the game. I mean, Jesus, dude.
Just need a full art app, like no words, just art collection.
No, just,
Oh, that
this is
Pidgey
cool
through
though.
Pidgeot's kind of cool.
Oh, this is kind of juice, dude. I like that.
I don't even
So,
think that's been. They have like some art in here that's been in the physical cards, but a lot of it's new, which is real nice.
oh, they always do your boy Hypno bad, man. It's always the same thing. It's just him with the pendulum, my bro. Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
like make it a slingshot or something. Like,
I don't know what the deal is with. They did use one of my favorite drowsy arts, but
yeah,
I
that
don't know
is a
what it
good
is with
one.
Hypno, dude. I mean, he seems pretty PC to me. I don't know why they're not trying to pump him more.
But yeah, this is out of control, bro. These arts are really good. Generally, I mean, I like the app. I didn't really battle or use it or nothing, and it's probably not for me. But I do like the art. Like I'm
Yo, look at
enjoying
that
just looking at this.
wheezing.
That's what I'm
Come
saying.
on.
Hold on. Rarity?
Yeah,
Ascending?
rarity.
Descending? There we go.
Oh,
No.
ascending, which will be
Uh-huh.
descending down the page.
Makes sense
Oh, look,
because
Garen Aaron.
what's going on? Well, I promise there's nothing I could do. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are sick, dude.
I mean, hey, and what I noticed too when I was playing the game is they're really pumping the subscription too, because so you have to pull that Pikachu in the middle, but
Mm-hmm.
there's another Pikachu that's exclusive to unlock if you like pay the $10 a month. which is the Pikachu
Copy.
that's on the first page. So
Mm.
they're getting us, dude. They're
Oh,
getting us
bro, did you see
good.
the ice bird?
Is there an ice bird art?
Oh, look at the Oh my. Look at the iceberg, dude. I'm done for.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
dude, my little nuts in a vice grip.
Your little frozen nuts.
That's nice, dude. Little popsicle nuts. Um, well, I mean, I'm juiced digitally, of course, not physically. Digitally, I'm pretty juiced. These cards look really nice. I think these will definitely bring people in the hobby. And I think this will complement well with the side of Boom.
I'm already having people that don't collect cards reaching out to me saying, "Have you seen this app?" I'm like, "No, tee hee hee. What are you talking about?" They're like, "Oh, you can collect the cards on the app. It's super cool." I'm like, "Hey, yes, of course, of course." But yeah, it's definitely interesting. It'll be interesting to see how often they release content for this
Hmm.
because I'm starting to see like you can only open a certain amount of packs per day and then you have to pay like an in-game resource to like speed up your time, like your stamina to open more packs. So it'll be interesting to see if people get bored of it because it's not enough pack ripping or what happens when people complete all the cards. Like, what do you do then? Do you just play the game where you're basically playing the
Oh, Jay
Pokemon game
Smith, you're
against each
so
other?
done for. Look at this. You're so done for.
Yep. I already
Oh,
have
he's.
like 15 of those in the app. Yep.
Dude, they snapped. I'm chat. Am I dusted? I can't. I'm speechless. They snapped on this. Like the art on this is out of here.
Yeah, it's kind of like crazy how I mean, I don't want to say that like Scarlet and Violet's been
Mid. Yeah,
mid,
yeah, yeah.
but if you compare it to this set, it's super mid. Like all the sets are mid if you compare it to this, which is like
Right,
crazy that they
right.
use so many sick arts all for one thing, which is this. Like there's not many arts where a Pokemon is grabbing onto another Pokemon and that Pokemon looks distressed. But look, there it is. The Magikarp's
Well,
going to be eaten by Pidgeot.
well,
What
it's
are we
just like
doing?
no, they're just playing. Listen, here's the thing though,
Hmm.
that they can't just give you that set because people like will expect that every time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like this is a set that's launching their digital. This is digital base set. I'm sorry, chat. Everybody needs to lock in because when in 15 years the NFT from this shit is worth 700,000, I don't want to hear a single bit of nothing. This before your very eyes is digital base set. Now
I
y'all can.
honestly like I'm looking into the future here and there's a part in the game. Wait, can you pull up that Ditto real quick while I yeah, that one is just I love that one. The Meowth too. They're all fucking crazy. Um do you see the Ditto? He's all blent in bottom left.
For some reason I thought Ditto was a different Pokemon. I'm bested.
No, he can copy anything.
Oh, okay.
But look at the Caterpie in the branch above the Ditto. It's a
Ooh,
Ditto
Chef.
Caterpie.
Oh, that's
Um,
gas. Let's investigate, chat. That's insane, dude. That's
yep.
not a Caterpie, fool.
That's
Cool, bro.
different. But
Well, yeah.
there's a part of this app where it's like trading is coming soon. So eventually there's going to be, like an offer up interface where it's like, I'm going to try to trade this card for this card, that sort of thing.
Hmm.
And back in the day, there was kind of the same thing on the TCG app where people would basically
Oh,
off
snap.
game sell cards for real money.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
I
that'd be
feel like
great.
that will become a thing in this. If you can
Hmm.
start trading, you can have, some sort of post somewhere saying we'll trade this for $5. And you'll go on there, you'll make your trade, and people will just pay you to get a card. So If that starts happening and people start making money off of this might run away.
You saw this? They're reprinting E-Series, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's gas.
That's the thing too, is like they're showing off a lot of older arts.
This is
So I feel like a
fire.
lot of people will be like looking up Aerodactyl or Vileplume
Mm-hmm.
and they'll find that art in an old card and maybe they'll want that card in person. So
Guys,
I
I'm
think,
bullish. I'm really
yeah,
sorry. I like this. My four, I like it. I like that you can see in the cards. I like that it's connected to the phone. Like, bro, guys, like, okay, I don't want to like get too deep or whatever, but whatever. We're here, we're juiced. Jake Smith. My girl mentioned the Tesla today, right? It's like a Tesla driving by. And I was thinking, at some point, some smart dude had to realize that we're all addicted to our screens and that we want to look at a screen 24 hours a day. Now, we can continue to fight it, obviously, and find inner peace, yada, yada. But realistically, most people will not find that inner peace and they will pay to be locked to that screen 24 hours a day. What is a Tesla? A Tesla is a machine that takes you to work while you're looking at your screen, big chilling, brain off, doom scrolling.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it does a lot of other things, obviously. But anyway, my point is that digital is the future, and we're all a bunch of old dudes, and we're like, "Mwah, it's not cardboard." These kids don't care. These kids live on their phone. You get me? If they're building memories with this app, if they have a parent, like a father parent tournament on these apps or anything like that, people are going to be building the same core memories with this that they did with the regular cards. And you can be a boomer and say, but in reality, this is the reality. It's the digital age. Like, we're going to have everything digitalized. We're going to have digital toilets. Everything is going to be connected to the digitality of digitals,
Can we
crystals.
or can we maybe have some digital Brazilian baddies too?
One second, let me check something. No,
No, I'm not for it.
no.
I don't know, dude. I feel like so there's the argument where it's like this app is going to take away from the physical cards and eventually we're only going to want cards on our phone and all this sort of thing. I'm more like thinking this is a separate thing that almost ties into the cards as just extra marketing for their physical products.
Yep,
So
I'm with you.
this gives you a chance to
Test drive.
free gamble, test drive opening packs. And I guarantee you, if you're playing this game and you haven't opened many packs and you're really liking this, the next time you're at Target and there's a check lane blister, just a little, little shiny thing right by the cash register, you're probably going to grab it for $4 and rip it for that same experience. So I think this is probably one of the best things to ever happen to the
Oh,
Pokemon
sorry,
hobby.
dude. My bad. You're just getting a little boring, so I'm gonna VR a little bit.
Oh yeah, no
Um,
worries, bro.
my fault, dude. It's this physical reality is just a little bit too mid for me. So I'm probably just gonna do both. I hope you guys don't mind.
Yeah, just don't screen share what you're looking at right now because the last time you did that by accident, I almost threw up.
Oh yeah. Oh, my fault. You got it. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Okay.
Really enjoying yourself over there.
Bro, I promise. Okay, so guys, here's the thing. It's cool, bro. It's hip. We got to see how people like it. I'm gonna see if like I don't know if I see like kids playing with it and stuff like that. But bro, it's fun. I don't see why you wouldn't do it. I will say though, the app was a little slow, and it makes
Mhm.
you like go through the tutorial. Like, okay, dude, like come on, we adults here. Like, can we get an adult
Yeah.
update? Can we patch this? Like, I'm not trying to. Don't teach me how to Pokemon, please. Um, but other than
That,
that,
that
it's pretty good,
that is
bro.
just how everything Pokemon is, though. It's like you have to realize what it is, and what it is there's probably a 5-year-old on his mom's iPad that actually needs that tutorial.
Oh,
Um,
is the mom single?
Most likely, if the toddler is alone with an iPad, yes.
No, okay. All right, moving
Uh,
on. So on our next, on well, maybe we should catch up with chat a little bit. Sorry, lurking says, Smith, where's the digital mag cargo? Damn, that's true. We gotta find one.
I'm deleting the game.
Okay. Chevy had a good one. Chevy says, why do I need the app if I can just have the picture of the cards on the phone anyways? Um, I mean, it's hard to argue. It's hard. No, because
So,
I,
I
no,
know,
listen,
like,
because like with the, okay, back in the day, remember when we were broke and we used to cope and we used to say, I don't need the Elati cardboard because I have a picture on my screen or whatever.
mhm.
Super cope, right? But you deep in your heart know that the card exists and that you don't own it. But with this, it Chevy's right. It's the exact same thing. It's just a picture on your screen. So
Yeah, but
maybe
it's
that's why they made
also,
it 3D because you can't. You see, we're putting it together. That's why the 3D animation, because you cannot get that from a screenshot, brothers.
yep,
We
yep. You can't
figured this
move it
shit out, dude.
around. You can't interact with it.
You can't diddle a screenshot.
Yeah, you can't diddle a ditto on there on your phone.
Chef
You're just
says,
gonna swipe to the other app is whack, dude.
Chef says app is whack. Okay, go
Hater,
get
dude.
go get my fries, dude. Giovanni's Pikachu says, almost seem too hype. Hmm.
Ooh, conspiracy?
Oh, you think we got paid? Oh,
Pre-election
oh, wait a minute.
conspiracy?
Are we bought and paid for?
Oh,
Fucking, it's dark.
Pokemon, get out of
Thrifty,
my head.
Thrifty, a friend of the show says, Jerky Ditto goes whole.
Is there a ditto, dude? Look up the jerky ditto. Or is that
Are
what
you
you were doing earlier?
No, I think that's what Thrifty was like eating for lunch, jerky.
Okay, ditto.
Yeah. Um Grimer says this is the ultimate test if JPEGs of Pokemon can print relentless. I agree. Well, not the ultimate test, but one of the tests. Uh where leave a like. Yep, yep, yep. Alakazam is better than Gengar and he deserves better art. Woo! Hot take.
Claps
That's
in
a
the
hot
back.
take. Right,
Claps in the
relax.
back.
All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to kick him. We're not gonna have that type of behavior here. I'll bring him back. There we go. Sorry, Smith. My fault.
That was
Um,
incredibly rude when the truth was in your face. Thank you,
Thrifty says
Zarnlurky.
the app is mid. So we're getting some mixed reviews about the app. I mean, guys, let's give it a chance, okay? It just dropped. Let's give it a couple weeks before we, get the
Bro,
torches and raid the castle. Everybody calm the
bro,
fuck
all
down.
these haters can't even open packs, bro. They're just on the app and like, what do I do? This app's so mid. I'm pulling no rare cards.
I think
Meanwhile, if they
this,
were good, they could be pulling all tarts like me.
bro, I just think this is perfect timing with the GameStop shit with the boom, which is not a
Hmm.
boom. This is just a short term supply squeeze. I promise. So
Hmm.
my thing is this, Jake Smith. Let's keep it pushing. What else is on your mind about the hobby, bro? Because I'm not gonna lie. The minute we get to an hour, we're shutting it down.
Hmm.
What's on your mind, dude? I mean, I got some like therapy shit to get off my chest that
We can
maybe
go.
can.
We can go into that, dude. I can go on mute. I'll
You
mute
wanna
you up. You can spill.
let's talk a little bit more about modern, and then we'll end with therapy so people can shut it down. All right.
Okay.
Let's talk about surging sparks.
Let's get it, dude. Hold on, let me pull up 130 point.
No. Anywho, you like the set? You enjoying the set? Good set? Are we rich?
Seems
Are we
seems
live?
pretty good. Do you want to guess what the Latios is? The AR sold today for
In Japanese or English?
English surging
300?
sparks. No, not the alt art, like the regular full art.
Oh, I don't know, $60.
Damn, you're right on. $60. We're mooning.
Or mooning
We are
good.
mooning.
That's insane. Um,
Oh, and the little uh execute, the little eggs with the skateboard.
mhm.
$10 card, dude. You're right about Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
Tony
Tony
Hawk's
Hawk's
gonna
gonna move.
moon.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. I hadn't seen these yet. Here, I gotta share my screen. I hadn't seen this EV in none of these yet. This is
Oh
pretty
yeah, no,
cool.
I haven't either.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I know we clickbaited you guys with the whole boom thing. I really just don't think it's a boom, but maybe I'm dusted. What do you think, Smithers?
I think we're heading into something, dude. I mean,
I mean, spending is up, but doesn't that always happen?
I mean, not like this. I feel like I just remember November was always super dark,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're like selling sealed product or certain other things that like uh, parents buy for their kids around the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I never really had good. I don't think I ever had good Octobers or Novembers. I mean, maybe that was just me, but I mean, right now, like there's just new prices being set for a lot of cards, even vintage cards. Like I'm pretty sure Greeny sold a first ed Shadowless Machamp PSA 10 on uh, Z and G. Shout out for like 4,700. And I think I'm not sure if one's ever sold that high, but so like it's happening in vintage and it's happening like it seems like low pop vintage is setting new highs, and then just modern everywhere else, which is where most of the money is. So it's like the fact that modern is surging the way it is. I wouldn't call it a boom, but there's a little kabam going on, little kaboom, maybe a
Okay.
little mini boom.
Well, you're way more tapped in, so I'll just take your word for it. So what else do we have? What else do we have?
Let me just show this real quick, just so you can like get a get a little taste of
Okay.
what this set has to offer.
But are you trying to make me quit the hobby or are you trying to help me right now?
Trying to juice you, dude. Look at all
Yeah,
this
but
money that can be made.
I know,
Flygon EX regular. This piece of shit.
but English sales don't get me juiced. They actually destroy me. They kill me. That's how you kill me.
Why though?
I don't know. I guess I have a prejudice against English cards or something.
Bro, like this Flygon. I wish I it's
All
not
right, let's
falling.
see it. Let's see it. All right, click on the link. Let's see it.
Hold on.
Or send me
I
the
have
link.
to I have to reshare my actual screen. This is trash. I'm a boomer now. I am actually a boomer.
Okay,
Hello everybody.
while Jake Smith is booming, if you're enjoying these chats, join our Discord. This is literally all we talk about in voice chat. Also, if you're in Discord and you're not in voice chat, what are you doing, dude? Lock in, tell us a joke. You know what I'm saying? Show us, give us a house tour. Just chop it up with us, dude. We just regular Dust Lord, just like you, except a little bit higher IQ and with better PCs and connections. But we're just like you, the same. So
The
join
same.
the
We
same.
we
Uh-huh.
collect these. This is
Oh,
25, Ernie.
sheesh. I, I mean, it's so mid.
Doesn't matter.
I do like Flygon though. It's a pretty cool
A
Pokemon.
Hundy
Oh, that's
for a Hydreigon. That's the same price as a PSA 9 of the secret rare in black and white.
that's
Tord. What is this? Me Sprite?
me so.
This
Oh,
is this is $15 to $20.
dude, it's Mesprit, dude, not me Sprite.
Me Sprite. I need me some Sprite.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
dry,
dude.
bro. I can't
Eggs
watch this
10.
anymore. All right, let's do therapy. Let's do final thoughts and let's shut her down. All right. So as far as hobby therapy, Jake Smith, I don't want to go too deep or anything, but I did want to ask you, like, what do you think is your original hobby goal? Not now, not now that you're jaded and rich and have DM'd every baddie pillar on IG. Not now. I'm saying originally, when you first joined. What was your original reason for flipping? The real reason for being here? And did you accomplish that goal already? Those are my two questions.
Well, my original reason was never flipping, I don't think. I just thought cards were cool. And then I was joining Pokenomics and he was telling me vintage was really cool and I agreed. And then everyone else was telling me it was really cool and I agreed. Then I started diving in more and I found some cool arts like Skyridge Alakazam and some other weird ones that aren't typical uh cutesy Pokemon artwork. So I just started picking up those to see how I liked it, and that's how the story began. So,
But what was your goal when you got back? Like, did you have a PC goal that you wanted to achieve, or did you like always knew you wanted to be a business, or like did you just want to make friends? Like, what was your goal?
dude, I don't even know if I had a goal. Like, it was just 2020, 2021. I couldn't like see any friends, so the only way to go was online. And I found you and Retro and Colson and Kai, and the list goes on and on and on. We all just started
Chevy,
hanging out and group thinking
Charvy.
that E series was going to boom, and it only went down. It only went down. Um, but
Well,
yeah, I don't.
the reason I brought it up is because I I was trying to figure out why I lost my juice, because I was pretty
Mm,
juiced on the hobby, and like I was grinding pretty hard most of last year, like putting a lot of work and you know and all that. But I think like after doing a little bit of soul searching, I think that the reason I got into the hobby was to to make friends, really. Like,
mm-hmm,
if I'm honest, like I was just bored, bro. It was boring. I couldn't chill with my friends. I couldn't really like, I mean, I would hit the skate park, but they were locked. Like I would have to like kind of be stealthy. It wasn't like it is now that you could just go out and do shit and meet people and talk at bars. And like I think I was craving a little bit of that human connection, like just being locked up at the house.
mm-hmm.
Um, so I think maybe I wasn't conscious of it, but I think that was a big reason why I liked it. And then I mean, obviously reconnecting with your childhood, and then I think another big goal, LOL, was to get an Elottie. Like I was just so juiced on getting an Elottie, dude. Like. And I know not everybody likes that card, yeah, whatever, LOL, but we all have a card that we really want. So I don't know. I guess, Smith, what I was thinking is part of the reason I lost my juice because I already feel like I did both of those things, right? Like I feel like I have a great group of friends. Like we, basically 24 hours a day, we could hop on voice chat and like fuck around and we hang out in real life and people look after each other and it's like I feel like I did what I set out to do. And it was never building a business. Like I never, you know what I mean? I'm not the business guy. Like I kind of
Mm,
learned from Retro and Dan and all these guys because we all kind of like feed off each other. But no, like genuinely, like what I set out to do in the hobby, like I did it. And so I was thinking maybe it's just kind of natural for me to want to do something else. Like I like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like maybe it's just it is what it is type of thing. And it's not fuck the hobby. It's just I'm content with what I set out to do, and I did it. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I mean, what do you think about that? Like,
I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm kind of experiencing the same thing a little bit. Like that Alakazam I picked up. I've literally been looking for raw of that card for a year plus now, and just like never saw it. And then all of a sudden, two tens came up within a month of each other, and I was just like, yeah, I guess I'll take both. Um, but also it's like not very. It's not like gratifying in a way because like I feel like we were grading cards like I see. I like started off with just like let's find some friends, but that honestly came after just me finding Pokemon artwork like in a binder when I went home and just kind of like researching the artists and getting like real deep down the rabbit hole, and then I kind of made it into Pokenomics and like the YouTube uh, area, and then it was just like, oh, there's people here that are juiced on the art like I am. Let's be friends. But then like everyone was talking about flipping and oh, there's money that can be made in this. So like that kind of piqued my interest. And um, I think when I first started flipping, it was when PWCC got pulled off of eBay. So like a first few of their auctions went super dark. So I picked up some cards that I really wanted for PC that ended up being like at or under 50% market. And everyone was talking about, oh, you got to start an eBay, you got to do this, you got to flip, make that money. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm into these cards really cheap. Let's see if they sell. And then it's like they sold. I was like, oh my God, I just made $40 off of just picking up a card I liked. So it's like I think that just kind of transferred into like, oh, I'm just gonna find all the cards I like for as cheap as possible, which is finding them raw and then grading them. And then that just kind of turned into that game of us just specking on cards that are too cheap, or just sending links to each other and finding good deals and just being hyped on it all, and playing that grading game. So
Like I mean it sounds whatever, maybe immature or something, but I think I just wanted to get the money to get the cards that I wanted. Like, and I remember, and the reason I know that's true is because when I would lose my juice, right, like a year ago, I would just find another thing to PC that I needed to afford and I would get my juice back. So like there's a direct relationship, at least with me chasing cards making me work more than chasing money. Like when I chase money, I just get completely burnt out, dude, and it just feels like a repetitive grind. But
oh yeah,
when I'm like, oh, like I can get this card, then I make three times as much money or whatever, like because I'm just so excited to work. I mean, I guess that just comes down to like whatever what motivates you. And but I think like thinking about the reason you're here will make a lot of hobby decisions easier. Like there's cards that I had to sell to flip my way into the Elati, and I'm now like after I have it, if I feel good that I sold whatever all the Yu-Gi-Oh binders and all the other dust. But also like man, I could see if somebody doesn't have a clear collection goal, I could see people flipping for 10 years and just keep chasing this thing that they'll never get and burn out. Like at least like I mean, I feel like I mean, I don't want to say I burned out, but like I feel like I'm definitely not as into it as I used to be, but at least I can say I built a Discord, I built a community of, people that I respect and appreciate, and I got the card I wanted. So it's like it's a success story from the point of view of like what I wanted, maybe not from the point of view of like being a CEO or whatever, but you got to be true to yourself, man. You got to figure out like, are you satisfied? So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to
yeah,
share that and like maybe get you guys thinking about what you really want because we get so caught up like trying to be other people or trying to be like or even people sometimes give you really good advice, but it's not you. It's not what you want. So
yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know how this idea is going to play out when we go through it, but I was thinking like you're kind of a rare person to me, to where like you found, like you had an end goal like in this space and you got the card you want, and then after that happened you're just like, oh, I'm good. Like I don't really have the same motivation anymore, like I accomplished the goal, etc. I like feel like for me, like I find a new card that I want every week and I chase it, and when I get it, maybe I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Maybe I'll try to hold on for it a bit, like if I really like it, or you know oh, I got it in hand, it's not as cool as I thought, I'll just sell it. And it's just like kind of like a nonstop uh, snowball of just finding new things that I like and then dropping old things that I liked to replace with the new things. So like that just kind of, I guess that like chaotic
it's
way of
chaotic though, right?
approach.
You agree? It's kind of like
Yeah, but that's like how I work. Like I can't, like some people can play the Pokemon game over and over again, or play their favorite game over and over again, or watch their favorite movie over and over again. I can't do that. Like rewatching stuff is like torture to me. I don't know
mhm.
why that is, but it's like I just feel like
So you just
um
want it new all the time.
yeah, I want new experiences all the time. Which is why it's like that's why I want to go to Chicago. It's why I'm kind of bummed I'm not going to Houston. Like every single opportunity I can get to go and experience something new, I'm going to try to take it. And it's like the same thing in Pokemon. Like I think like on the Nostalgianomics podcast, I'm not sure if we answered it or not, but he was like, "How did y'all source your cards? Like what was your plan for your inventory?" And I feel like Retro is this way and some other people are this way, where it's like, okay, my inventory for X card just got below 3. I need to go and buy more and replenish. And it's like
Hmm.
I just don't work that way, I guess, and it's definitely to my detriment. But I'm always constantly looking for new cards, and that's why like the F5ing thing is like a meme because it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, Kai brought it up originally where it's like, oh yeah, I just refresh the page and look, and it's like I heard that I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. Like you don't specify your searches and try to hit every single one. And then I started doing it, and I learned so much about like Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece. Like like I still do it. I just refresh trading cards on any website I'm on, and I
I
look
guess,
at all of it. And it's
I
like I
guess,
check prices, and it's just a constant chaotic like obsession, really.
well, I mean, half the business is checking comps. I mean,
Yeah,
realistically, if somebody tell you what do you do, it's like, yo, I compare this price to this price and I try to eat. Like that's the game, right? For the most part. I mean, there's a lot of layers to it. That's overly simplified, but in general, you're a comp machine, right? And being able to comp shit is like clutch. But I guess I guess what I wanted to just mention is the hobby for me was a side quest, right? That I did when I was stuck at home.
hmm,
And and I'm the type of person that I like to delve in, and when I enjoy something and I have passion, like I go for it. Like, and I know that might sound cringy, but like I really like doing stuff I'm passionate about. I feel like that's what makes me want to get up in the morning and like kill it, you know? So, but I don't know. I feel like I see, and this, I don't want to be too direct and be a dick or whatever, but it's like, is this really your main quest? And if it is, awesome. But like, is it though? Or like, are you kind of just roaming without a destination or roaming without a goal in mind? And then it's like, bro, I could see because I did things for years without a plan, and then you just lose that time, you know? So maybe because I'm a little older or whatever, I'm just more like, okay, so but what do I really want, right? Like what's my main quest? Like what's the
yeah,
thing that I really want? So um maybe part of it is I guess just not being so into the whole vendor thing and the oh, can you do 130? No, I'll do 120. Oh, coin flip for 125. Like I'm super not into that.
yeah,
Um
yeah.
so
I mean, I'm the same way where it's like, well, I had something else before like the vendor thing, but it's like as far as side questing, this is definitely a side quest in a way
mhm.
where like sure the way I source inventory is chaotic, but there is like a method to it. Like I'm only picking up the best thing as far as like what I don't know, you go by like instinct after doing it a while and looking through thousands and thousands of listings, like you'll just get a good feeling. You're like, "Oh, I've sold that card for this before, this card for that one. I stand to make, over 2x margin on this." It's just not like I'm only buying stuff that really makes sense, or if it's, super rare to where I know someone will want it at buy it now for way more than I paid for it over time. So that's just kind of what I like. And I mean, I've been complimented on it before, like, oh, your inventory is all over the place. There's a little bit of everything of every era that I like. That's why I'm always coming back. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't plan it that way. I'm just a chaotic, crazy person looking for the best deals possible. So like that is the side quest where it's like I'll buy anything if it will make me money. And like the main quest is, going to Japan, exploring the world, you know, building up, you know, enough cash to buy a home and all these other like main quest things, like actual life stuff.
I
Which also
guess I
makes it hard to PC because it's like I want a house more than I want Alakazams. So it's like, but that's also why it's like I can't really call the Alakazams PC because I bought them to flip because
the
they hit my
flips could,
margin
right,
goals.
right, right.
So
Yeah, but also, dude, like whenever whenever we talk, right? Um, and you're super about buying a house, and I tell you, yo, look at this Elottie or whatever, you're like, bro, I can't be fucked. I'm trying to buy a house. You get me? But I don't
well, I
think that
think it's
make
cool. It's just
no, but
like
I know, I
not
know,
for me.
no,
Right.
but
Yeah.
forget about the Elottie. It could be a card you like, right? Like, I think part of the reason you bought those Alakazams is because you're constantly flipping and you're juiced, and it was a good deal and you can't maybe quite explain why it was a good deal, but you know it's like the same reason, bro. I bought a Delta species Dragonite and flipped it, and the same reason I bought this and flipped it. Like it's just too cheap. Like you said, it meet your metric, yada yada, right?
Yeah.
But like, I guess I'm talking about more the person that maybe is just getting distracted by the hobby, and maybe they're making a little bit more money than they used to, and it's like, but it's like I guess I just want to put that out there. Like, is this really your main quest? Is there something else that maybe you're neglecting that's more important to you? Like yeah, it is what it is, bro. Like I guess we could move on, but for me,
Yep.
cards was a side quest, like and
But it's
yeah.
also like I think my constant search for new experiences is like that's why like me and vending don't go together, or me and like selling on Instagram doesn't go together, because I'm getting like people don't realize it that they're really like whenever you're reaching out to get a good deal on a card, you don't realize that you're a part of this mass of people that are doing the exact same thing, and you're actually destroying the wills of the sellers when you're doing something. Like what I'm saying is like when you're reaching out is like what's the lowest you can do on this card? That seller has received 5 more messages that day that's exactly the same. And you're like, "Why aren't they reaching out to me? Why aren't they doing don't they want my business?" And it's like, "No, they don't want your business. They want the business of the guy who's not reaching out to them and just buying it for the price that they've already like they're already listing it for their lowest." Sure,
Yeah.
there's people that are listing their grails just to show off, but most of the time, people are pricing stuff for what they want it to sell at. So it's like you reaching out to bargain is pissing them off. And I'm not speaking for all sellers, but that's how it was starting to get to me, which is why I've been starting to send everything to Z, because he's doing this full time. Let him deal with the messages. I can't deal with the messages. And even on Instagram, it's like after a certain amount of time, dude, of like getting ghosted by people or strung along by people or people I'm reaching out to give you a good deal and they counter $5. I'm like, I block.
No, it's
I
dark,
don't
bro. Hold on, let me
care
let my
enough
cat
to
out.
sell this card to give you a $5 deal off of something that's already below comps.
It's okay.
So,
It's okay, Jake Smith. Cool down, bro. You're good,
well,
bro.
I'm cool, dude. I'm just trying to like explain why I'm probably just not the best person to be vending or doing long negotiations on Instagram, or I'm not the demographic to be watching these vendor POV videos
Mhm.
where it's like dudes going back and forth over $5 for 10 minutes. I honestly can't comprehend how anyone watches that content. But sure, the content can be done well, really well, I'm sure, but is
Great
not for
people on
me.
both sides.
Great people on both sides.
All right, you catch up with chat. Let me eat this piece of bread real quick.
Oh yeah, and then like I did want to tell this story where I was vending in Austin, and like it's a big thing now to do coin flips.
Mm-hmm.
Um because the seller wants to do a coin flip because it's like once you're locked into a coin flip, you're going to be making a sale. So that's exciting for the seller.
Mm-hmm.
And the buyer's locked in because they can potentially get a better deal than what the seller was originally going to give to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like coin flips are great, right? But in reality, after what I saw bidding in person in Austin, it's actually benefiting the buyer more, because I watched these dudes, they were negotiating on a $300 card for 20 plus minutes. And it finally got down to, all right, we're flipping on this card for 100 or 500. And they were both locked in, like, screw it, let's do this. This is the only way to get the deal done. The buyer lost, literally looks up, turns 180 and walks away. And the vendor's stuck behind the table, like, bro, hey, what's going on? And then he just disappears into the crowd. And
Got
it's
him.
like, if that's an option for buyers should be coin flipping anytime they get, and sellers should probably never coin flip. But
Mm-hmm.
it was just hilarious watching that in person, because it's like literally at any moment they just don't have to pay you. Like there's no contract. Sure, they're flipping a coin, but if they don't have like any sense of like ethics or anything, it's just a free roll for them.
Yeah, just walk
Like,
away.
I'm either getting the best deal of my life, or I'm actually just gonna leave the con, and you're never gonna see me again. So pretty lit, pretty good. Pretty good if you're a buyer.
Yeah, like if you want, like let's say we're at a con, right? And I was like, yo, get me my coffee, fucking co-host Gimp. And then you said no, then I'd be like coin flip you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll coin flip you for the coffee. But now it's already a free roll for me because you already said no.
Yeah, exactly.
So now it's like 50-50 that you say yes. It's so dust.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's like, bro, you want to take 90? No. Okay, coin flip you. No, no, you don't understand. No means no.
Dude, coin flipping is the most genius thing buyers have ever done towards vendors. Like
Bro, it's
literally
the
ever.
dumbest thing ever. It's like, yo, you want a coin flip? And if I lose, I walk away. And if I win, like,
Yeah, yeah. It's perfect, dude.
yeah,
Um,
no, for sure. Yeah, it's like,
Usually it goes okay though. Like they're just kind of yawn in general, dude. Unless you make the stakes super high. But then if you make the stakes super high, the likelihood of them being pissed off or walking away, or yeah, it's way higher. But that was just wild to see in person. I was like, I didn't know anyone had the balls to just coin flip, like literally a $400 swing coin flip, just walking away for it when you don't win. That is some incredible mastermind level shit right there.
um, yeah, yeah. Also, like I think I said this before, but basically, if you're coin flipping against yourself, you're not actually profitable. You need to win something when you coin flip. So like if you want
Yeah,
100 and the guy's like do 50, if you're doing 50 or 100, it's a free roll for him. But if you tell him, okay, the card's 100, you want to do 50, okay, I'll coin flip you 50 or 150.
yeah,
Then that's actually a fair coin flip because you're both getting a $50 flip or $100 swing either way.
yeah. And
Um,
you were teaching me that after, like, it was like when coin flipping first came out. Like I was trying to sell something for $100 or something, and the guy's like, "Do you want to coin flip 95 or 100?" And I was like, "Sure, $5 or whatever." And I ended up winning, but my win was what I was
what
originally
you
going to
wanted,
sell the
yeah,
card for.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like we were discussing that after. I was like, dang, like there's a whole
That's a
art
free
to
roll,
coin
yeah.
flipping where it's like, but that's the thing I don't like about vending either, is like when I'm vending, I'm so, and this goes for everyone I think that I've seen, everyone's so desperate for sales because you woke up early, you brought your entire inventory, thousands of dollars worth, and you have a potential sale of 100. It's like it's hard to pass up a coin flip because that usually just means you're going to get a sale. So I guess it's like also the desperation of trying to sell just like really turned me off of vending. It's just not my thing.
It's not my thing. I'm dry. All right, let's keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Let's keep it pushing. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, bro, like I don't want to talk about like what I don't like. I want to talk about what I do like. What I still like about the hobby is hearing all my friends' different like stories and licks and I don't always like sometimes I'm happy that I don't have that much inventory and I don't have to deal with like Cass was telling about he's currently getting scammed and dealing with that or like Squeaks dealing with this and that or like like these guys are busy, bro. It's busy. It's really a grind to run a card store.
Full time.
Um
Full
and
time card store.
it's crazy how yeah, like behind the scenes there's so much shit going on that's so entertaining that I don't even have to be flipping to be fully locked in with all the returns and all this shit. Like, I promise you I'm gonna get secondhand experience just from hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but anyway, I don't know. Lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I ranting about? But yeah, like I don't know. I like the homies. I like the community that we kind of have here and oh, what I was gonna say is that I still kind of want to collect some cards. And there's things that you show me sometimes that I'm like, damn, that'd be sick to own a copy. Or like, I don't know, man, I'm super dusted. Like some of my favorite WotC cards, I kind of still want them. Like you get me? Like just I
Hmm.
like the card. Some of the old school Yugi that we always like, been talking about for the last 4 years. Like I would love to have a Black Skull Dragon, but I just still haven't decided if I wanna if I need a 10 or if I even care at all. Um, you know,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like at the position where I can like kind of cope collect right now, where it's like, oh, I can own this card and enjoy it for now. But in reality, like deep in my head, it's like going to be used for my main quest, not my side quest of collecting right now. And I'm kind of just, I'm definitely completely coping where it's like, I'm not sure I'll even be able to collect anything comfortably that I really want in like the next 5 to 10 years. Like, like me dropping 1300 on one of my grails, like a PSA 10 first ed summon skull. I already know that if I do that right now, I'm going to end up selling it. Whether
You
or not
are.
the market goes up and it's 2K,
Exactly,
or the
exactly.
market goes down and oh no, I don't have a car anymore. I need to drop 5 grand or 10 grand or whatever it is. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of stressful to collect
It's
when
stressful, dude.
it's maybe, is it less stressful to collect a bunch of small things that add up to the same price as just one thing?
I don't think so. It's not for me. I way rather have my Elottie and tie up the money in some juice than have like like that's why I was making fun of the binder boys. It's like you guys really have binders with $3,800 worth of cards, Squeaks. Like gross, bro. Squeaks.
But it's way more variety though, which is like what I like. Like I get bored of one thing like always being there, which is like why we're kind of different. Is like you've been playing chess for your entire life. You've been skating your entire life. I'm not sure there's many things I've been doing my entire life. And there's definitely something I should get therapy for.
Yeah, no, let's
Um,
get into it. So, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually don't think we're that different. Like I've tried so many different things, and then the ones that have stayed a constant in my life are the things that I love, you know?
right.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like I never said no to Let's Go Skate. Like
Hmm.
when I was 10 years old and the homies were like, "Yo, we're downstairs." I dropped all the Game Boy Colors, all the Pokemon cards, and I went to the skate park, bro.
Hmm.
Like like that was my main quest was to learn how to tray flip and learn how to hit the handrail and shit.
Hmm.
But it's like skating never ends. Skating and chess never end. Like I can always get better at both. I can always improve. I could always do one more stair, three more stairs, or pop it nicer, land it cleaner, do it faster. Like it's a battle against yourself. Like, the same with skating, the same with chess, and the same with poker, ultimately, because in poker, you're fighting your own lack of discipline and you're exploiting other people's lack of discipline. But it's really just a battle of self.
Hmm.
Um, in the hobby, it's you can make the argument it's also a battle of self to plug all your leaks and become like a super efficient business.
Yeah.
But also it's kind of deflating when you just see money gets you there. Like money just gets you there. And that's why like going back to what I was saying earlier, man, like I'm happy that I have something that I didn't really buy, which is our Discord and our community on our homies. Like you can't really buy that. You can't really buy people wanting to hang out with you or wanting to, whatever, chill, right?
Yeah.
You can buy an Elottie, but also I graded my Elottie. So it's like I mean, LOL, there's some pride there in that I got it from the mud or whatever you want to say. So like ultimately I'm not trying to I don't know, I'm not trying to impress anybody or whatever, but I do think that you have to be clear about what your goals are. Because if not, you end up living somebody else's dream or doing something else that you're just kind of like caught up in. And at least for you personally, like when you're locked into getting your house, you become a different person, and you become more like how I am right now, which is like, bro,
Yeah.
I don't care at all. Like yawn, collecting is yawn because you have to kind of get like that to be able to. But I'm not sure it's a good thing. It's like a balance, bro, because like when you get in that full business mode, you also probably aren't as good at business because you're just like a fucking bot and you're not
Yeah.
enjoying it. So that's it's just the eternal swing of the pendulum. Like I don't know how you escape that because like if you totally check out on cards and you have no love for it, how could you be better than a person who loves it? Like that's impossible.
Yeah. No,
You,
exactly.
you know what I mean? So,
But it's like the only way for me to love it is to be chaotic, I think.
mhm.
Like that's the only way I've ever played video games. Like I need multiplayer games. Like if the most I've ever played a single player game was Skyrim in high school, and I think I only put in like 60 hours, where like all of my other friends had like 200 hours plus. I was like, I just can't sit there and keep chugging along at the same thing, I just get bored. But also it's like I feel like Pokemon and like the business aspect is like the first thing I've really worked on that's physically tangible. Like all of my loves in life are it's like traveling. Like if you ever said you wanted to travel somewhere, I would drop everything and go do it. Just like you going to the skate park. If you said
Exactly.
you wanted to play volleyball or football or baseball or like any sport, I'm dropping everything and going to play. Like, um, yeah, and like writing the songs and like making funny things, like making people laugh. That's always been a passion too. It's like, I mean, when I was a kid, I was super shy. Like, I just did not want anyone to think poorly of me. So, like in class and other places, I just kept to myself and just like listened and like, oh, she just laughed at what he just said. What was funny about that? And just like analyzing all that, like honestly, psychotic levels of like, and it's like it took me a while to like break out of my shell and actually be somewhat extroverted and you know actually get out there. But it's like once that happened, it, like literally everything I like doing is making friends, having experiences with friends, like, and that's why I enjoy the Discord and meeting new people and everything and doing this. It's like you're putting yourself out there to talk and find new people, and that's really what's rewarding about the hobby right now. It's not really the cards for me either. It's like the entire experience. Um, and also, I didn't really care for vending because it's like when I'm talking to someone, maybe it's like a selfish thing where it's like I eventually want to talk to that person again and carry on a conversation and it not just be like kind of a fake thing like, oh, you
Mm-hmm.
love Umbreon? Yeah, Umbreon's
Yeah,
super cool.
exactly.
Yeah, I have
Bro,
this Moonbreon. It's super awesome. Oh, you love it. Yeah, you're going to love it forever. Yeah,
or
goodbye.
bro, or like the
And it's
guy
like,
on dude, the guy on YouTube that every single customer comes to his table, he goes, "Bro, I love your shirt." Bro, to
yeah,
every customer. It's like part of the business fucking script. But listen to this, right? Hot take, guys, and if you have not experienced it, don't at me. The best people in the hobby are the former hobbyists. Walk with me. It's you can still nerd out about the hobby to the ultimate degree, but they're not in the hobby. So they're not trying to snake you or scam you or they don't give a fuck. They're checked out. Best people to talk shit with in the hobby. Diener, former hobbyist, sold his entire collection, now frequents the gym, the bars, and the cougar spots. Squeaks Game World, former hobbyist, now collects large things that hang on walls and other properties. Like literally, name anybody who's cool in the hobby, left the hobby. Colson,
mm-hmm.
former hobbyist, the coolest dude. He's like ripped now, has a girlfriend, super happy. Former hobbyists are winning, dude. You see a pattern? Why is
Mm-hmm.
everyone that left the hobby eating chicken salads and ripped? Chat. I promise. Okay, Jake Smith, I'm gonna do something real interesting. Coin flip.
Mm-hmm.
If you win, we keep going and we answer the chat. If I win, we shut it down.
All right,
Let's
let's
go.
do it.
You want to call it in the air, dude?
Oh, you have a great shirt, by the way.
Oh, you already know, bro. You already know. Catch them.
Oh, that's not ZNG. That's my bad, dude. That sure sucks. Sorry.
Catch you guys. Apprehend you guys at a later time. All right, here we go, dude. All right, fine. Let's just read the chat. We don't have to coin flip. Um, Legend of Luke says, I've been saying, damn, that shirt sucks at shows and it's not working. Yep. No, you gotta gluck a little bit.
Well, no, hold on. Like this whole thing is funny too because if you're into interacting with people, you really should, like with a girl, with a guy, anyone, sending out a compliment that's actually genuine. Like if you actually like their shirt, or you like the way their shoes look on them, or their hairstyle is like pops out, or their eyes are really blue or green or
Wow,
whatever.
you have a really fat ass.
Yeah, just like that, they're gonna be very. I mean, if anyone's ever complimented you, I don't know about you, Ernie, but I'm
Oh, it happens
sure.
often. It happens often.
Okay, well that goes against my prediction, but um, it feels good, and you want to know that person more just naturally as a human. Like this is like getting to know someone one-on-one or 101. You compliment them. Like if a girl looks hot, it's like, hey, nice
Mm-hmm.
shoes. It's just hilarious that this guy, every single interaction
It's the
is
shirt.
nice shirt.
Yeah,
It's like, bro,
it's
pick something
robotic.
else.
It's
Yeah.
robotic. It's so dishonest. Like it's
Yeah,
so like
it's hilariously dishonest. It's so
yeah.
funny. He probably doesn't even see that anyways. So if you're watching, change it up a little bit.
It's
Just
okay,
a little
bro.
bit.
It's okay. And what can you do?
You
You
want to
got
flip?
anything else?
You want to flip for $100 right now?
Okay, here's the flip we're gonna do. Heads or tails. If you win, I'll never collect. Wait, if I win, I'll never collect again because it's a win.
So like you're dumping your current collection? You
No, no,
just
no.
pure
Talk about
collecting.
that.
Oh.
I said I'll never collect again. Relax.
Oh.
The
Okay.
posters are saying heads, I never collect again.
Mm-hmm.
Tails. Oh shit, wait a minute. This coin's kind of rare, B. Hold on, give me a second. Oh,
Tails,
this
I
an
get the
error.
coin.
Oh, this an error coin, dude. We can't flip
Real?
this, dude. No, we can't flip something this rare, dude. Relax.
What does it say? 24 cents on it?
It's an error coin, dude. That's Mason Berry on it.
Oh, I need that.
All right, let's go ahead and shut it down. Thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate you.
So
Thank you.
much. All your
You
shirts
know,
are amazing.
everybody have a wonder. I mean, we could keep going, bro. I don't got shit to do. You want to read a little bit of chat and chill for a little bit? How
Yeah,
long?
let's
Let's
chill with
do,
chat, dude.
dude. Let's do 9 more minutes. Come on, bro. You go ahead and read, bro. I'm gonna go get a little.
Mason, can you send through a question? I need your help. I know, yeah, Cheval's earlier on said eBay needs to implement the coin flip on best offers. That'd be kind of cool. Sweet says
Shit,
their sales will go through the roof, but then Moz says
block.
Cheval's, they already have that. It's when the buyer sends the offer, you accept, and they coin flip on whether to pay you or not. Too
Correct.
real. It's too real.
No.
That's true. It's like eBay is just vending. It's like they say they want it and then they just leave. Mason, do you know anyone hiring right now? I think
Yeah.
Dan is still hiring. He might need a streamer. Is Dan
Yeah,
still
but
hiring?
I don't know,
No,
but
you're BRB. Okay.
no, I work for Dan. I need to make more than PK and Ponga combined. That's the only thing, or I walk.
I mean, chat, he has a good point. Brody, how much are you sending to PSA right now? I just sent out a sub the other day. I think I have let's see. Got like a little it looks like right now I'm sending about like 50 cards a month. Nothing crazy. I'm part-timing now. Oof, I don't know why I sent this. A Luxray full art from Twilight Masquerade. We'll lose money on that for sure. Is everyone okay? Election coming close, I hear. Yeah, I actually voted today. So that was fun. I went yesterday at like 4 p.m. and there was 100 people outside. And I was like, nope, no thanks. So I went early today and got her done. Go vote, people. I don't even care who you vote for. Just go vote.
I
We have
voted.
the right.
I
We have
voted
the
for
right.
I voted for Akabani and Gemme as my national hero.
Yeah, I really like their chances of winning with Pokemon Pocket coming out. I think Agabani might be the next Prezi.
Bro, we really gotta shut her down because I have to go into the VR world, dude. I'm no longer in this physical realm, dude. Catch me in traffic. Anybody trying to play golf?
I feel you,
I'm
dude.
ready, fool. Let's get it.
Dude, I wish I could show off
Bro, you should get a VR, man. We could do a VR stream, dude. You're so broke. Sell an Alakazam, get a VR, dude.
No, I need that for my collection.
Oh, true.
You don't get it, dude. You never
I
had an
don't.
Alakazam like me.
Let me think if I have anything else to talk about. No, I think that's it, bro. Everybody go download Pocket, the Pocket thing. Let me know if you like that. If you want to continue talking with us, join our Discord. I think I see. Yep, I just linked it. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification.
Wait, hold on, dude.
Dude, can you make any more noise? Jesus.
Sorry, everybody.
All right, I just muted him. Sorry about that, chat. What is he doing? The boy thinks he's Santa Claus? What are you up to, bro? He's dusty, guys. I'm really sorry. It's been a long day for Smith, and he thinks that his beard goes above his nose. It's there we go.
There's no way to do this, dude. It's fucked.
We're really sorry, guys. Oh, by the way, now that we're here, Swami, did you know that you were the original wizard? Should I pull her up? See, a lot of people think that we're like these, like, creative visionaries. But I promise you, everything has been done before by a great man. So I'd like to show to you Swami, the original hobby wizard. Great man, great man. We are but standing on the shoulders of giants.
We learned everything from you, Swami.
Everything. How to flip, how to become whimsy, and how to be a great friend. Now, I don't know what's going on with Smith. You good, bro? Mental health good? Are the mushrooms kicking in? What happened?
Yeah, I just thought having a beard would be a great way to in the pod. It's not working very well though. This headset's really fucking me up. But I could do it like this, so no one in chat gets COVID.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. Don't forget to tip your host and your waitress. Thank you for joining us. And on that note, we're gonna shut her down. Catch us in Discord. We're gonna be in voice till like 4 in the morning. God bless you, hobby. Catch me in traffic. Peace.